Hi everybody! Today we're back with another Need to Do gang recipe video, and today we're doing a recipe from the Scarlet hand. Scarlet. And today's recipe is Taylor Sinclair's Oaxacan cookies.
Is that better? We are doing the Scarlet hand.
Here is the recipe.
Oh, this smells awful. Do you know how bad ketchup on your hand smells?
It smells great. It softens him, as you know. For making rancid lard biscuits, I wanted her to go for that name, but she said no.
What do you mean you want? I wrote out the recipe in advance.
No.
I wrote rancid lard biscuits. I wrote for the recipe 2 chocolate cookies, marshmallow fluff. Slap them together and that was the complete recipe. And this one got mad at me.
You have 2. First, we're gonna melt the chocolate. Okay.
We want 2/3 of a cup of chocolate. We're using bittersweet chocolate. We're gonna throw it in a bowl, microwave it, give it a little stir, melt it up. She can't open the bag. Hey, cute guy. We're gonna microwave that for 30 seconds, stir it, and then keep microwaving it for 30 seconds at a time until it gets nice and thoroughly melted. In the meanwhile, we are going to take 3/4 of a cup of flour and put it in our mixing bowl. My hands still smell like ketchup.
Look at them on your hands. You could put scratch.
Well, you were making comments about my hands weren't scarlet. What did you want me to do?
Where's the spoon? We're using all your precious spoons.
I told you they're all dirty right now.
Well, what am I gonna mix the chocolate with?
I guess a fork? I don't know.
These forks are huge.
Pro tip, wash all your dishes before you cook your food so that you have utensils to work with. Oops. We need a
flour?
1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon.
Just say like 1/4. You're confusing me with this quarter stuff. Not that smart.
Alright, give us 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon in there, please. We also want 1 teaspoon of instant coffee. This is what we're using right now, but you can use whatever brand you want.
$5
Yeah,
for a
this is
bottle.
$5 for a
It's
bottle.
so good.
But you can totally use the cheap stuff.
It's so good.
We want 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And another 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Just to make things interesting, we're gonna add just 1 little dash of cayenne pepper. We also want 1 1/4 cup of sugar.
Yep.
Here, and look, I have exactly 1 1/4 cup of sugar.
Hello.
Looks like I'm spending the quarantine with no more sweets, so these had better be good or I'm gonna be a little frustrated with no more sugar left. So we've got all of our dry ingredients in our bowl. We're gonna give that a little stir, get it all mixed. Next, we are going to mix in our soft things, our liquids. We have
Butter.
4 tablespoons or a 1/2 stick of butter. We're gonna throw that in there. We've softened it up a bit ahead of time. We want 1 egg.
1 delicious egg.
1 whole teaspoon of vanilla. We are also going to add our melted chocolate in there too.
Okay, what next?
First of all, we don't keep doing this, we stir. We're gonna have a very thick dough when we're done, but that's fine because in the actual cookies, when you get to see them in the container, which we will post here for a second, the cookies in the container look like they're definitely a little bit on the drier side, so they're like halfway between a biscuit and cookie consistency. Of course, that could be due to the fact that Taylor Sinclair has had these cookies for 2 years, according to this clip. I'm trying really hard to not lean over this bowl and sniff it right now because I've realized from sitting down and editing multiple previous videos, that's something I constantly do in every single one of these videos is whether or not it all makes it to the final product, is sniffing every single thing that we open or make. So I'm trying really hard right now to cut back on the sniffing.
I do not have a sniffing problem.
If I can't get it in check, then I will just,
It's looking very
for somebody's sake, I don't know if it'll be for y'all's or for mine, I'll sit down and go through all the videos, take all of the moments of the two of us just sniffing our ingredients and put it all together into one video. How's that sound? Oh, that was really good. That was like just a. I just said I'm trying to not.
Okay, are these done?
Yeah, they're done. So we're gonna take these now and throw them in spoonfuls on our baking sheet. We want large cookies. Let's say probably about 2 tablespoons of dough for each one, approximately. We're not really measuring this out as we go.
Or 8 tablespoons of dough.
You do not have to make such large cookies as we do. You can totally make normal sized cookies. That's probably closer to 3 tablespoons by the time we come down to it. We're gonna throw these in the oven. If you're doing smaller cookies, like average size, 10 minutes should be plenty of time. But for these ones, we're gonna bake it for about 12 minutes, check on it, but it might be more like 15 minutes before they're done. The final product.
No, we're not just...
Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
Okay, and we preheated the oven to
350. So we're gonna leave that alone for 12 minutes. We'll come back and check on it. And in the meanwhile, we're gonna cut off the camera so we can wash a few dishes and maybe be less ashamed of ourselves when we come back. See you in a few.
So we actually cooked these for 15 minutes because 10 minutes they did look good enough. They smell amazing, but I'm not gonna shove my face in them and sniff them.
Tell us what they smell like.
They smell like chocolate cookies with cinnamon. We're gonna put these up here and cool them for about 10 minutes and then we'll come back. We're back! And the cookies are cooled down. So,
Now for the most important step. Marshmallow Fluff. Marshmallow Fluff. You're gonna need a spoon, which we have a clean one now. Yay!
I washed all her dishes. That's a lie.
And we're not doing exact measurements here. You're just gonna take a spoon, take a cookie,
This looks like heaven.
then take the flat side of the cookie, the underside, put some marshmallow fluff in there. It doesn't have to be smooth perfectly,
And then we're gonna...
because yes. Then we're gonna take a cookie and smash it nice and
It looks
flat.
amazing! It's delicious. Now let's do
Okay,
that.
so we're gonna take a minute and go finish making up the rest of these.
105 more times. Why do we have to all eat it at the same time? I cannot even pick this up, Sharon.
Okay.
Can I have a fork?
You can have one of those.
I want a fork.
Yeah, that one's ugly. Don't show it to the camera.
Just eat it. I broke it in half.
You can try one.
This is good. I just talk in a... Oh, this is huge. Like, wow voice whenever you think.
Okay. I think that is the perfect amount of cinnamon in
I
it.
wouldn't put any more.
What I did not think through, these are very heavy cookies. Eating this entire thing is probably going to put us in a food coma.
But I mean,
So, what in the world? I don't know.
oh, my hair's falling apart.
So for reference, I would recommend making these a little bit smaller.
No, don't do that.
You're gonna be sick, sicker than
Why
the
did I have to buy?
Marshmallow fluff on your mouth.
So you. The Scarlet hand. Whoa.
Secret of the marshmallow hand.
Cooking hand. Oh, yeah.
Alright, this is too much cookie,
Mm-hmm.
and they're still a little warm. So, I'm gonna come back to mine once it finishes cooling. So actually, I would recommend letting the cookies cool for the better part of an hour.
Making them smaller.
We gave them about 20-30 minutes, and they're still warm enough that it's kind of softening the marshmallow fluff and it's falling apart. So I would definitely say take your time with these. We didn't have as much time today, but definitely let them cool for about an hour before you throw it all together.
It's delicious though.
Can you repeat that so we can understand it?
It's delicious.
We'll see you next time, guys, with another cooking video. And I hope that your Oaxacan cookie adventure is slightly tidier than ours. Bye!